Today we are going to read Chapter 10, Cheaper by 1 2 dozen. I'm not really sure to say it, but I think it was 1 2 dozen. I'm not really sure. Okay, so Chapter 10. Oh, by the way, Holly is our special guest. When Amelia Bedelia walked into Pete's diner, people turned to look at her. I'm embarrassed, she thought. I hope they weren't here when I stepped on that piece of pie. Then she heard whispering. That's her. Her? Are you sure? Sure, I'm sure. It's that little lemonade lady. Amelia Bedelia began to blush. She was so happy to finally see Doris. Doris gave her a huge hug. Hi, Amelia Bedelia, she said. We saw you on TV. You are a big star now. Amelia Bedelia was still blushing and had started to explain what really happened when Pete came out of the kitchen. Look who's here, he said. Step on any pies lately? Or did you come back to kick our coconut pie? Amelia Bedelia sat on the stool at the counter. I came to apologize, she said. You gave me my first job, but I didn't do a very good job at it. Pete took a plate of hot, fresh pies from a passing waiter and set it down in front of her. Oh, yummy, said Amelia Bedelia, but I don't have enough money to relax, said Pete. It's on the house. Whose house, she asked. On your house. Never mind, he said. They're on the counter and they're on me. They're free. Thanks, said Amelia Bedelia. She put her lunchbox next to the plate of pies and dug in. What's that for? Asked Pete. Did you bring your own lunch? No, said Amelia Bedelia. I have a present for you and Doris. She opened her lunchbox and took out 2 lemon tarts. Pete took one look at the tarts and declared, time for a coffee break. He poured 2 cups of coffee while Doris put the tarts on the plates and got 2 forks. Wow, they look terrific, said Doris. They taste even better, said Pete. Do you really like them? Asked Amelia Bedelia. You bake such delicious brownies. They're famous. Ha, said Pete. A great lemon tart takes a lot of skill. My brownies are a dime a dozen. A dime for a dozen, said Amelia Bedelia. That's a good deal. She dug deep down in her pocket, pulled out a nickel. Right, Maya. And put it on the counter. I'll take 6 brownies to go. Doris chuckled. Coming right up, hun, she said. You're a better businessman than Pete. Keep your money, Amelia Bedelia said to Pete. Just bring me 2 dozen of your little lemon tarts every day. I'll pay you 50 cents apiece. Doris did the math quickly in her head. That's $12 a day, she said. Do you think you can do it? Amelia Bedelia thought it over for at least half a second. Then she gave Doris a thumbs up and Pete her firmest handshake ever. You've got a deal. Amelia Bedelia headed home. She felt great, and she had baking to do. She cut through the park, pedaling as fast as she could. She sped off when she saw the policeman. Then she flew past Diana and the dogs. The dogs began to bark and pull on their leashes. Amelia Bedelia looked over her shoulder and waved at them. That was when she ran into Susan Scroggins. Literally. Bam! Both girls were thrown off their bikes. Both bikes crashed to the ground. Amelia Bedelia rolled across the grass and came to a stop at the edge of the flower bed. Suzanne skidded down the sidewalk. Amelia Bedelia dusted herself off, then wanted to see if Suzanne was okay. Are you all right? Asked Amelia Bedelia. I guess so. She pointed at Amelia Bedelia's elbow. You're bleeding. Amelia Bedelia pointed at Susan's knee. So are you. Why did you run into me? Suzanne demanded. Are you trying to wreck my bike? What do you mean? Asked Amelia Bedelia. It was an accident. Amelia Bedelia remembered that Doris had tucked a napkin into the box of brownies. Here, she gave the napkin to Suzanne. Wipe your knee. Suzanne looked in the box and said, Ew, gross, what's that? They used to be 6 brownies from Pete's diner. Amelia Bedelia said, laughing, I must have landed on them when we crashed. They got smushed into one big chocolate pancake. Susan smiled. That's a good thing. It looks like they broke your fall. Amelia Bedelia tore off a piece of piece of big brownie and ate it. They still taste great. I'd love to have this pancake for breakfast. Here, try some, Suzanne. She gave her a piece. Call me Susie, said Suzanne. Wow, this is yummy. Suzanne said goodbye to Amelia and got back on her bike. But when she tried to pedal away, the wheel made a scrapping sound. Uh-oh, said Amelia Bedelia. No problem, said Susan. The bike stop where we got it is right by the park entrance. Do you want to come with me and see if they can fix it? Amelia Bedelia and Susan walked their bikes over to the bike shop. It was called the Spokespeople, while the owner of the shop, whose name was Marcus Smith, repaired the wheel, they wandered among the rows of bikes for sale above her, hanging from the ceiling. Amelia Bedelia saw a beautiful ride. It was just like Suzanne's, but it was red. One day, that will be my bike, she vowed. If either of you ladies wants to get a new bike, Marcus said, here is your chance. He taped a poster on the wall behind him. It read, Annual Downtown Celebration and Bike Parade. First prize, the bike of your dreams. Listen to this, said Suzanne as she read the poster. Decorate your bike for the parade. This year's theme is individually. The winner can select the bike of their dreams from the spokespeople. Amelia Bedelia was excited but wary. So far, signs have given her nothing but problems. Maybe this poster would change her luck. She did have one question. What kind of decorations can we put on bikes? Marcus shrugged. Good question. What kind of decorations can we put on bikes? Marcus shrugged. Good question. He said, since the theme is individually, I guess you can do whatever you want. If I were you, I'd use plenty of imagination and be as original as you can. He spun the wheels on Suzanne's bike. They turned smoothly. All done, said Marcus. And it's on the house. Whose house? Asked Amelia Bedelia. Your house or Pete's? Huh? Marcus said, thanks, yelled Susan as she and Amelia Bedelia rode off together. Good luck, lady, called Marcus. And that was it for chapter 10. In my next video, which will be probably very soon, I will read the Dream Bike Nightmares, chapter 11. Bye, you guys.